Hello students, please subscribe to my channel Syam Academy of Chemistry and press the bell icon for getting latest notifications immediately.
Hello friends, our academy welcomes you. This is Syam. You're watching Syam Academy of Chemistry. Without a further ado, let's get started. In the earlier sessions, we have discussed about aromaticity. In this today's session, we are going to discuss about fulvenes. So I am going to explain. So what are fulvenes and what are the main property of fulvenes? Let's get into fulvenes. Now, what are these fulvenes? Here mainly these fulvenes has the different aromatic nature according to the groups upon the double bond, that is exo double bond. First, if we take electron withdrawing groups on the double bond, that is exo double bond, then it has some aromatic nature. If there is electron withdrawing group upon the exo double bond, then it is a weak aromatic compound. If there is two electron donating groups on the exo double bond, then it will become a strong aromatic compound. So why this phenomena happens? I will explain you. First, cyclopentadienyl anion. Okay, you know that cyclopentadienyl anion is an aromatic compound. Why? Because it has all the properties that are exhibited by the aromatic compounds. That is, it obeying Huckel rule, and it is cyclic, and it is planar, and also there is a possibility of delocalization of pi electrons among all the carbon atoms. So there is a negative charge upon the ring. If the charge is more, then the aromatic nature will become stronger. If the charge is less, then the aromatic nature become less. How? Here you can see, you know that it is aromatic only if there is an electron pair present on that carbon atom. Then only we can say it is an aromatic compound. Otherwise, it will become an anti-aromatic compound. For example, you remove the electron pair on that carbon in that compound, then it will become cyclopentadienyl cation. Okay, then you look for the aromatic nature, you cannot see because it became anti-aromatic compound. Why? Of course, it is a planar compound, it is cyclic compound, and also there is two conjugated double bonds. But there is not possibility of delocalization of electrons on that ring due to cation, because at that carbon electron deficiency is there. So there is no possibility of delocalization of electrons in that cyclopentadienyl cation. So it is not an aromatic compound. Okay. Simply, if you take electron donating groups on the exo double bond, here this bond is called exo double bond. Okay, this bond is called exo double bond. If you take two electron donating groups, then what happens? This electron donating group donates the electrons towards this carbon. In turn, this exo double bond will increase the electron density on the carbon of that ring, so that this structure is formed. Okay. Here we can observe that there is a formation of some electron dipole moment between these two carbons. Okay. If electron donating groups are present on the exo double bond, there will be a flow of electrons towards the ring. Now, if you take electron withdrawing groups on the exo double bond, then what will happen? Simply they will withdraw the electrons through the exo double bond, so that the electron deficiency occurs at that carbon. It ultimately will become a cation. In turns, it will remove the possibility of delocalization of electrons on that ring. Let us take one example here. So take this example. If we substitute the electron donating group with electron withdrawing group like cyanide groups, here Look at this example. Due to the electronegativity of the nitrogen atom, the triple bond between carbon and nitrogen, the electron pair moves towards the nitrogen. Then what will happen? This exo double bond in turns moves towards the cyanide group. So the electron flow is away from the ring, so that a cation is formed. On the basis of the nature of the groups present on the exo double bond, we can derive the aromaticity of that compound. The charge separation at exo double bond will be increased with electron donating groups. If there are electron withdrawing groups, the charge separation between the two carbon atoms on the exo double bond will be decreased. Therefore, increase in polarity, if there is increase in dipole moment, then the aromaticity will get stronger due to the increase of polarity at the exo double bond. It will increase the dipole moment at the exo double bond. Take this example. On the exo double bond, in this compound there are two hydrogens. So ultimately the dipole moment is only around 1.1 because these are just neutral atoms here. So you take alkyl groups here, then the dipole moment get increased due to the electron donating nature of the alkyl groups. Next, if you substitute that alkyl groups with phenyl groups, then what will happen? The dipole moment get increased by some extent. It is up to 1.90 D. Here, in this compound 4.5. Okay, because here these two are very strong electron donating groups. These groups will increase the polarity on the exo double bond, or in turn it develop more dipole moment on the exo double bond, so that the dipole moment is more, and also it acts as a strong aromatic compound. To give you a simple understanding, I have drawn like this. Here dipole a polarity is low, here somewhat high, very high, and very high. Okay, more dipole moment is nothing but they are strong aromatic compounds. Okay, so whenever you see these examples in your exam, first you look at the groups, nature of the group. Is it electron donating group or is it electron withdrawing group? So basing on that, you can predict the aromaticity, whether it is anti-aromatic or whether it is aromatic. These are the fulvenes. In the next, we are going to discuss about fulvarenes. What are the fulvarenes? So these are nothing but at one side, so we have substituted with alkyl groups or electron withdrawing groups or electron donating groups. Okay, fulvarenes are nothing but, so we are substituting with another group, another cycloalkenyl group. So let us go to some examples, then you can understand very easily. So let's get into examples. I hope you understand the logic behind fulvenes concept. If there are electron donating groups on the exo double bond, then it is more aromatic compound. If there are electron withdrawing groups on the exo double bond, then it will become a weak aromatic. Okay, so due to dipole moments, and also in some cases he will give the dipole moment values. So according to them, you can predict the aromaticity. If electron dipole moment is more, then it is more aromatic. If electron dipole moment is less, then it is less aromatic. Okay, so now let us go to the concept fulvarenes. Two odd numbered rings at the two terminals of the exo double bond, those are called. Okay, once again I am telling you, fulvenes are nothing but skeletons with attachment of odd numbered cyclic systems at the terminals of the exo double bond. Those are called fulvenes. Okay, take this example or take this example. So these two are the odd numbered rings at the terminals of the exo double bond. So it is called fulvene. And also see here, these two are odd numbered cyclic systems. Okay, here these fulvenes, no any experimental results and no any quantitative estimations proved that these are aromatic. So they cannot prove the aromaticity of these fulvenes through experimental or quantitative estimations. Why? Because for example, take this one, these two 7 numbered rings at the terminals of this exo double bond, okay, it is heptafulvalene. So this will not at all exist as a polar compound, because they will not at all show any dipole moment, because there is no any possibility to the charge separation at the exo double bond. So whenever they go charge separation at the exo double bond, automatically one ring will get destabilized due to anti-aromaticity. So that is the reason why these fulvenes are not at all exists with dipole moment or polarity. Okay. This ring will get cation and this ring is getting an anion. So this one is strongly anti-aromatic compound. So this structure is not at all preferable. So that is the reason why these fulvalenes are not aromatic compounds. Next, take this example. Here also, so trifulvalene, here also, if there any chances of dipole moment exists at this exo double bond, then immediately one ring will get destabilized due to the anti-aromatic property. So this structure will not exist. Here also the same. If there is any chance of electron movement to the another ring, then one ring will get anti-aromatic due to the possibility of anti-aromatic compounds. These will not show aromatic property through experimental results or quantitative estimations. Okay. So in order to get the aromaticity among these compounds, you have to replace one odd number ring with another odd number ring. For example, take this one, calcine. In this example, so this is 5-member ring, but this is 3-member ring. Okay. So in this compound, it will exist as this structure, because both the structures are getting stabilized due to the aromatic property of the compound. So this one is getting more stable due to the high dipole moment. If in the exam, if he asks, giving these two compounds, one example is this one example is this one, then if he asks, so among the both the compounds, so which one is more polar in nature or which one shows more dipole moment, then simply you can answer this one is shows more dipole moment, because existence of or because of formation of aromatic rings due to the separation of charge between these two rings. Okay, so this one is stablest arrangement showing high dipole moment. Next, this one also, this one is 7-member ring and this one is 5-member ring. Here also these two rings are getting stabilized due to the transfer of electrons from one ring to another ring. The arrangement here, this is the stablest arrangement, because if the electron pair moves towards the 5-member ring, then this one is also getting stabilized, this one is also getting stabilized due to the delocalization of electrons, so which in turn stabilizing those two rings. So here also this one is the stablest arrangement, and also this compound has more dipole moment. Next, if in the examination, if you see these two compounds, which one showing high dipole moment, then simply you see that is there any preference in the arrangement. Mostly the preference is in the formation of stabilized ring or aromatic ring. Here, among these two phenyl rings, so there is an enone. Here also, upon the cyclopropene, there is a double bond, C double bond O. In between these two compounds, it is more stable and also it's showing high dipole moment, because if the electrons transfers towards the oxygen atom due to the electronegativity of the oxygen, then what happened? A positive charge is formed on the cyclopropene ring, which in turns will get stabilized due to the aromaticity and due to the delocalization of electrons. Like this, we can explain the aromaticity of the fulvarenes and why they are existing as the stablest arrangement among the two rings. So both are getting advantage by the transfer of electrons from one carbon to another carbon. One is getting aromatic and also another one is also getting aromatic. So that is the reason why these compounds are more stable and also they prefer to exist in these structures. I hope you understand the concept of fulvarenes. In the next session, we are going to discuss with some more examples in the fulvarenes and also the nature of dipole moment among these compounds. Thank you.